The struggle continues for Gilas Pilipinas. The national team failed to reach the quarterfinals of the FIBA Asia Cup after falling to Japan in their knockout playoff match 102-81. Gilas once again got off to a slow start and paid the price as Japan built an early double-digit lead and never looked back. Japan led by as much as 28 points. The Japanese team drew double-digit scoring from 5 players, which included 15 points from NBA veteran Yuta Watanabe. Bobby Ray Parks, meanwhile, led the way for Gilas with 16 points and 3 assists, while Kiefer Ravena added 15 points. The loss means that Gilas would miss the quarterfinals of this tournament for the first time in 15 years. Its 9th place finish is also the lowest since 2007.
To talk about what's next for Gilas Pilipinas as they prepare for the 2023 World Cup, joining us live via Zoom are Gilas head coach Chot Reyes and team captain Kiefer Ravena. Good evening, Coach Chot and Kiefer. Welcome to the big story.
Good evening, Gretch. Good evening, Robbie.
Good evening, Sir Robbie. Gretch, good evening.
Coach Chot, diretso ako sa iyo. I mean, hindi naman siguro kaila sa iyo. Our very passionate basketball fans and basketball community in the Philippines. A lot of people are asking for your head and demanding that you resign, citing what they say are historic losses, and really a bad season, let's put it that way. Let me ask you, do you understand where all of this is coming from, and what is your response to them?
Yes, of course, I understand the Filipino basketball-loving nation. We're very passionate with this sport. And the fact that we have suffered historic defeats, I guess, is really triggering all of this sentiment. But when I took this job, I knew that I came into this with my eyes wide open. I knew it was a very difficult situation. I was given a program with very little left when I took over in February the 1st. This is just my, third or fourth month on the job. And we've really had to start from scratch in rebuilding the program. So I understand where the disappointment and displeasure, the passionate disappointment of our people are coming from, but at the same time, I asked for their understanding as well, because we are building for August 2023, and there are so many plans in place. There are so many preparations being undertaken as we speak. Unfortunately, we couldn't deliver the results. As you know, the team that we have is not only undermanned, but lacks preparation as well. Because of so many different circumstances. And unfortunately, that has brought us to this situation that we find ourselves right now.
Coach, medyo hindi na po bago yung mga problema natin. Matagal-tagal na rin yung sa schedule, limited players. Also, I know recently that the MVP group also and the SMC had a closed-door meeting. And out of that meeting, they said that they will work together to bring the best team possible together. When do you think will we be able to see that come to fruition? Can we expect that next year or anytime soon?
Yeah, I'm glad you brought it up. That meeting was held and precisely agreements were made to make sure that we have the best possible team for August 2023. Right now, everything that you're seeing now, we are not yet seeing the results of that meeting, because, like you said, like we said, it's a process. The PBA, for example, is doing things with their calendar to make sure that they're able to give this team at least 3 months preparation in the run-up for August 2023 for the World Cup. And that's the kind of time and length of preparation that's really needed to be able to form a solid team, a cohesive team. This team, for example, and you can ask Kiefer, he started practicing with this team on July 6th. Am I right, Kiefer? And we left, I mean, not Kiefer, but the other players like 3D, Ray Parks, And even Poy Eram started practicing with the team on July 6, and we left for Jakarta on July 13. So that was a 1 week preparation, and you're a sports, you're an athlete, Gretchen. You very well know that's not nearly enough for top flight competition. So you're right. The meeting was held, and agreements were made to make sure that we are given enough preparation and all the players that we need for August 2023. That's why we're not yet seeing the results of that meeting right now, right at this moment.
Kiefer, let me turn to you. Your thoughts. I mean, you're a stakeholder here, obviously very central to this team. What are your thoughts, especially as you see people, not just fans, but some of the great basketball minds in the Philippines also questioning the system, questioning your coach, as objective as you could be with your coach. Looks like he's still the coach, with your coach right here with us in the room, so to speak. As objective as you can, what are your thoughts?
Well, honestly, as players, we're here to play lang talaga. Parang whenever we get called up for the country, parang, ang nakakalungkot lang dun is parang laging ang hinahanap yung mga players na wala. Yun yung parang laging nagiging problem lang. So as the players na mga present na nag-sacrifice dito, especially dito din sa mga bata, parang syempre that's a little bit sad for us na kami yung nandito pero ang hinahanap yung mga wala di ba? So but that's how passionate our people are yung pagdating sa basketball. And it's funny, even here in Indonesia, an Indonesian press even asked Coach Chot na parang anong masasabi mo dito na sa mga ganitong mga bashers, haters, ganyan. And, Coach Chot, he's somebody, as he said, he went to this job with his eyes wide open. And kami din naman mga players, ganun din. Alam namin kung ano yung mangyayari if we don't produce results, di ba, pagdating sa national team. So, just a little bit more patience, and, we're doing our best. Kami mga players talaga, we're doing our best to, represent the flag in our 100% effort in the best way we can.
Coach, you announced a while ago that Jordan Clarkson will be playing for the fourth window of the FIBA Asia Cup. My question about that is, what are our chances of getting him as a local for the World Cup come August? And kung hindi po natin siya makukuha as a local, sino po yung pipiliin natin na naturalized? No? Is it gonna be Kwame? Is it gonna be Clarkson? Or somebody else?
As for whether he can play as not local or not, I think the best person to ask is the SBP leadership. They had a meeting with FIBA. But for now, I know that he is a naturalized. So he will come in and play as a naturalized player. For the next window, Ange Kwame is injured, so that's why he's not here with us. So we don't need to make any choice. Jordan Clarkson will come in as a naturalized player. He has made himself available. That's why we're including him in our list in the lineup for the next window. Moving forward, like I said, there are a lot of plans that are being made, decisions that are being pondered upon. But having Jordan Clarkson, I think, on the team is very, very important. I think it will lift the spirits of the players, hopefully the Filipino people. And at least for the next window, we can already see how he will play with the group of players that we have right now who will be playing with him for the first time, to get a chance to play with him. And every time that we can play together, that's a positive step towards what we are building in August 2023.
Hopefully, some much-needed boost and inspiration for our players in our team. Maraming salamat, Coach Chot Reyes and Team Captain Kiefer Ravena.